Hey you guys, doing the redneck thing that I know to do because I'm not allowed to edit and post my video content. This video comes from the UK, and I'm going to show you the two problems with the people of the UK. I'm going to show you the biggest problem in the UK is the men are cowards. What happens when another country comes in and fights a war for you? It stigmatizes the entire generations after that they are not capable of defending themselves. Without the American men, the American war horse, England would have been lost to the Germans. They would be speaking German right now. But because the American soldiers rolled in, saved them, they have become cucks and cowards and the dumping ground for the world's most dangerous animals. If you do not know, they call them migrants. They are not migrants. They are Muslim invaders. The UK is done. It is a conquered, defeated nation. And the biggest problem with the UK being a conquered and defeated nation is because they have nuclear weapons. What happens when the people of the UK, the small fraction of whites who are still in power, what happens when they lose that power? Because hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Muslim migrants have now been elected to office all over the UK. All over the place, Muslim. Sadiq Khan is the mayor of London. He hates London. He hates white people. He is a profiteer of Islam. He pushes Islam. He wants Sharia law. If you don't know what Sharia law is, you got a hard time coming. So, here we are. The cowardly men that have stood by while their women and young ladies were raped, because I can't say the word because YouTube's full of pansies. Their young women have been abused. Young women and girls have been abused for the last 20 years, and the government has hidden it. So now it's boiling over, but you won't hear that on the BBC. Protest everywhere because the men will not stand up and do something. And you're going to see in this video when a man finally stands up after being accosted by an insane, and listen, they are not migrants, they are invaders. They are a conquering force. Somebody got a video the last week of one of them says, oh no, we're not here to assimilate. We're not here to be part of England. We are here to take over. This is the caliphate, and your leaders are leading the caliphate. Do you understand the white population is 7% of the world population? The only places in the world that are peaceful, that generate revenue, that are a wonderful place to live are white nations. Do you understand that? Oh, what about Abu Dhabi? Oh yeah, they're a Muslim nation. Go to Abu Dhabi and try to speak about the Lord Jesus Christ. They'll chop your head off. Go to these nations. It's going to be a great time for you. No, it's not. So watch as this poor migrant, this economic migrant is accosted by all these young white people.
What's going on?
Now there's 5 minutes before this, but you get the point. One guy jerks him down and prevents it, but listen to the other guy. Listen to the one white man. No, guys, don't touch the migrant. Don't hurt the migrant. He's an innocent man. Don't hurt him. He's just misunderstood. Now this migrant has already been trying to rip parking signs down. He's bleeding from his hand from punching stuff. This whole time, he's punching stuff. He's accosting these young people. He's cussing them out. He's attacking them. And then we've got this pussificated UK man. No, don't harm this migrant. He's innocent. He just doesn't know better. But try to split him up. That's the bleeding heart bitch that'll get you killed right there in the pink shorts. No, stay away. It's okay. It's okay. Look, he's trying to keep the white boy away, and the white guy's trying to calm the situation. This young white man is being pushed away by this big English goof. This English goof will gladly let that migrant attack everybody there. Okay? But they're finally sick of it. But there's always these liberals in the UK and in America that are willing to let you die so they can feel better about themselves for taking care of it. I mean, I guess they watched too many of those commercials when they were younger. Only a penny a day can feed a Nigerian tribe. Why don't they feed themselves? What? Who's the aggressive one? Who's the aggressive one? See, look. Who's the aggressive one? Look.
What is your problem? What is your problem?
See, he's spitting on him. He's spitting on him the whole time. See the blood on his face? That's where he's slapped him already. Now, look. Now watch the guy run up and attack the white man. Watch. Get off of him. Get the fuck off of him. The migrant ran up and stole the bag in the back of the white man. It's on top of him, stopping him. And you got this pussified man, UK man, that'll watch his wife and children be raped by migrants. Get the F off of him. Get the F off. You got to get off of him. You can't let this happen. Don't attack that poor innocent man. He doesn't know it's not okay to attack people. He doesn't know it's not okay to steal stuff. He doesn't understand. Get off of him. Get off. So he's going to get up and attack more people. Look. See? As soon as he got up, he tried to attack the guy again. But you got Mr. Pete Shorts. Get off of him. He's an innocent man.
That's his bag.
See?
Hey, I've got this all on video.
Now what? Now watch what happens. This poor migrant. This poor migrant. This poor guy. He's just misunderstood. And what did he do? The first thing the migrant does is he runs to the cops and says, help them. Help me. Help me. This is what they do. They attack the people, and then when the people create a response, when the people react to what they do, then they go to the police. Help me, help me, help me. Well, this guy's office. Now just think to yourself. You're not allowed to have a gun in UK. Only certain qualified members of the police departments are allowed to have guns, but UK police do have guns. For all the people who don't think they do, they do. And they still shoot people every day just like they do in America. But think about this. If this man would have had a knife, these people can't even carry a pocket knife. If they get caught with a screwdriver in their pocket and they don't have a work shirt on or they're working for a business, they will go to jail for having a screwdriver because it's considered a weapon of harm, or it's considered a break-in tool. The UK is outrageous when it comes to their laws. You don't understand. And if you say something about the migrant being the way he is, you will go to jail for speaking out against the migrant. Now you're going to see this migrant attack a police car.
Holy shit!
What are you doing, mate? What are you doing, mate?
And look at the cops. They're still sitting in the car. The cops are still sitting in the car. 20 seconds in, he's already ripped the mirror off the car, and the cops are sitting there. Now, luckily, one of them has found his balls. He's pulled his balls out from the back seat. I guess they're hidden underneath the back seat. He's pulled his balls out, stuck them down his pants. Now he's ready to take action.
Get out of here, mate. Huh? Why did you come?
See, go attack him again. Oh, the poor migrant. The poor migrant. Oh, no, the humanity. Don't hurt the poor migrant. He's just here for a better life. He's just here for a better life. Why? Why would you do that to the poor migrant? He's just misunderstood. Let me tell you, people, we live in an honor society. I watched a video this morning from Cash Jordan. Cash Jordan's a young man. I've shared his videos before that is talking about all the immigration in New York, all the immigration in LA. What's happening now is these gangs from overseas, they have come here And they've taught their friends, their illegal alien friends in the country. They taught them how to do real crime. We're not going to Walmart and hiding stuff underneath our pants anymore. No, we're not. We're parking cars in rich neighborhoods with cameras. And that car is surveilling the camera. And that car sees when people come and go. Then they show up. Then they cut the power lines to the house. They are being taught how to be super criminals. We're not stealing from Walmart. No, we're coming in your house and we're stealing everything. They're cutting the power lines. They're cutting the alarm systems. They're shutting down entire blocks' power sources. Breaking in homes where people are there and aren't there. They're breaking in and stealing everything. Because we live in an honor society. You see, I remember America, we left our door open at night. You can't do that now. Now we have deadbolts and alarm systems. That ain't good enough because they'll disable your deadbolt. They'll disable your alarm system. Or what they'll do is they'll light a fire across the street and get all the cops' attention, and they'll go to the other side of the county and then just lay waste to every house they can get their hands on. They don't mind burning the whole place down as long as they can get money to steal. We live in a society of honor. We are not safe. The locks on your house are not keeping you safe. The only reason you have the stuff in your house right now because these people haven't shown up yet. It's because the people in America, well, the people that are born here, well, there's going to be consequences. They're not going to be bad consequences if I break in a house. God forbid you have a rack on the back of your truck, can't see your tag, they'll slam you and beat you for that. You got a dead sticker in your car, cop will kill you over that. But if you break in somebody's house and steal everything they got, they're not showing up with a fingerprint scanner. They're not showing up with CSI Miami ain't coming in the house and taking swabs. They don't care. They don't care. But keep on watching. Now this goon down in the bottom corner, this is his channel. I want you to listen to him here directly. So they showed the whole thing over again. And now listen to him talk. Listen what he's going to say.
He's probably going to have life-altering injuries now because when
listen to this. Wait a second. Let me replay it.
Your hands on people, they're completely within their rights to defend themselves and attack you to stop you from attacking them. They are completely within their rights to defend themselves, and that's what happened to this guy. And not only that as well, he tried to attack the police.
Now listen what he says about this poor migrant. This is a I guess he's a mixed man from the UK. Listen to what he thinks about this migrant now. After the migrants attacked everybody, if that migrant would have had a knife, he'd have slashed everybody on the block and people would be laid to waste dead. Because guess what? These knife attacks are happening in America. You know in the UK, in all the city centers around the main streets and all that, they have bollards put up. You know, those big concrete posts. They got to put up all over. You can't drive through the downtowns of UK towns anymore. Why? Because there are so many Muslims that get in cars and run people over at meetings and at events and at fairs and stuff like that. They have to put these big concrete and steel bollards and poles up to keep the cars out from running the people over. I watch news from all over the UK. I watch news all over the world. They have to fortify their cities so people don't take a car and ram through and kill hundreds of people at a time. We saw that 2 years ago in America. So when you can drive through downtown Hickory, when you're over here on the square and you see the swoopy little cloth tents and the covers, and they get out there and they have a little jazz thing on Friday night, and all the rich people sip their freaking lager and their Blue Moon ale, and they're out there enjoying. Oh, what a lovely life! They're not worried about somebody coming through a car and just running over 30 people. Guess what? The same people in the UK are now here. Now, listen to what this guy's explanation is about the poor migrant and what he'll have to deal with now from this unfortunate experience of these mean white people stopping him from hurting people.
Ripping off the police wind mirror, and they tasered him, and it backfired badly. He's probably going to have life-altering injuries now, because when you get tasered, it's a very bad situation. It shocks your entire body. It causes damage to your brain, to your nervous system, and this man will never forget that now. He's probably going to have trauma for the rest of his life, which could have been easily avoided.
This poor migrant. This is the stupidity of the English male. This poor migrant's going to have lifelong effects from the taser. He's going to have trauma because somebody stood up to him. He's going to think about, oh my God, he's going to be sitting there eating his falafel. He's going to be praying he's going to be worshiping Muhammad and Allah. He's going to be thinking about Aisha, thinking when he could get himself a little 6-year-old wife because Muhammad married a 6-year-old wife. So he's going to be thinking about the 72 virgins, but in the midst of thinking about all the wonderful time when the sun lands in a mud puddle, because Muhammad said the sun goes down into a mud puddle, he's going to have the trauma. Oh, the emotional instability because of being tasered. Did you hear me? Wait a second. Did you hear him?
Ripping off the police wing mirror, and they tasered him, and it backfired badly. He's probably going to have life-altering injuries now, because when you get tasered, it's a very bad situation. It shocks your entire body. It causes damage to your brain, to your nervous system, and this man will never forget that now. He's probably going to have trauma for the rest of his life, which could have been easily avoided if he just handled his emotions and walked away from this situation.
If he just handled his emotions. Do you see why he's... Notice as this Muslim extremist is running through the city. What does he look like? What does he look like? You ever seen those videos where a lion gets out of a zoo? You ever seen that? When they look bewildered, but they look like a death machine. You can't take people out of the Middle East and drop them down into a quiet English suburb and think, oh, this is going to turn out just fine. Guess what happens? Thousands have been killed by knife crime. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of little white girls have been abused and raped. They have run roughshod over the whole entire UK. Grape is up 1,000% in all reporting areas. 1,000%. Speaker's Corner is one of the most famous places on earth for free speech. Every week at Speaker's Corner, there's a Christian being stabbed. Every week at Speaker's Corner, there's a Jew being spit upon. Every single week in the UK, people are being murdered under the flag of Islam. But this wild animal you see running around and attacking everyone indiscriminately, he's going to have trauma because he was tasered by law enforcement. And let me tell you this. What's more shocking about this video than this asylum seeker is that the cop actually got out and stopped him. Time after time for the last 5 years, I have watched where the cops arrest the people being attacked. Not the Muslim asylum seeker. The cop attacks the ones that are being attacked. Well, because you're here in the midst of all these asylum seekers, you're the problem. They're here for a better life, and you're standing in the way of that white person. The two-tiered policing that is in America now is going to blow up. Because have you noticed when the Proud Boys were arrested and put in prison for 6 years, but the Antifa guys that started the fight, that tried to beat them and tried to stab them, and the Proud Boys won, they locked the Proud Boys up for 6 years for defending themselves. Why is Donald Trump not named Antifa a terrorist group yet? Why is that? But every news station tells the Proud Boys a terrorist group. So the two-tiered policing is what's caused this. So I'm more shocked that the cop actually did his job. Because every Sunday morning, you know what the UK cops are doing? They're kicking in doors at 5 a.m. Kicking in the doors of native Englanders, native people from Poland and France and the UK. Kicking in their doors and putting them in prison for 2 to 5 years for daring to say, we must stop the boats. We must shut down the asylum process. They're being locked away because they dare say a word about it. I watch a lot of Chinese videos too. This guy's been reporting on China for the last 10 years. And in this video, the schoolgirl. They're not free in China. Everything in China is garbage. The cities are collapsing. Brand new buildings are falling because these people are making so much money off the American economy. They have to spend the money some way, because if not, the government takes it all. So they'll just build this high rise out of styrofoam. Literally, they'll build a high rise out of styrofoam, and the buildings are collapsing. Whole of China is falling in upon itself. They're in a death spiral. There have been 3 million people have disappeared from the population, just gone because they had a one-child policy of only males. So a little girl in this video, shot by the perpetrators, was being stripped and beaten in school by 6 young women. The 6 young women, parents are in the Chinese Communist Party that rule over them. So they beat this girl half to death, strip her butt naked, and stomp her in the streets. And they go to the cops and say, "Hey, cops, what about it?" They arrest the parents for complaining. So then the neighborhoods come out and say, "Hey, listen, this is a problem. Stop it. Arrest the perpetrators." What do? They arrest more of the people that are complaining. And then what happens? Then more people show up to protest. What happens? Then they bring in more cops, and the beatings get worse and worse and worse, because the government always takes the side of the government. Just like the government's taking the side of the poor asylum seekers in the UK, just like in America, the Democrats have taken the side of the immigrants, the illegal immigrants, over you. The government's taking the side of the invaders and not you. I watched a video last week from North Carolina House of Representatives. And a black woman gets up. She's a Democrat. She's been in there for a while. And she gets up and she says, "Listen, I cannot vote for this bill." And what the bill was? We have Josh Stein is now our governor. We had Roy Cooper, who was a left-wing wacko. He had hard COVID lockdowns. I mean, he was devil incarnate. And I still do not know how Donald Trump won the state, but these Democrats still get elected to office. It doesn't make sense because they're stealing our votes. They're stealing our votes. We just got voter ID in North Carolina 2 years ago. So you have to show your ID. But they're still, it doesn't matter who votes. It matters who's counting the vote. So the North Carolina State House said, we're going to put in a bill that the sheriffs and the police departments have to work with ICE. They have to work with ICE. So it was put into law. Yes, you have to work with ICE. Josh Stein, the governor who's supported by George Soros, says, "Nope, I veto it. You can't do that." So Josh Stein says, "No, we're not working with ICE. We're going to let the criminals run all over the state of North Carolina. We're going to let them do whatever they want. They're going to break the law. They can do anything they want to do, and we're not going to stop them." It was a 50-50 tie to try to stop the veto. And a black woman gets up. She said, "I've been a Democrat my whole life." She said, "I am a great-great-granddaughter of Southern slaves." She said, "And I am done. I am done being looked over. I am done watching my people sit in poverty here in the south of North Carolina. I'm tired of watching my people be jumped over by these invaders. I'm tired of these illegal immigrants coming and taking everything, and there's nothing left for me and my children. So no, I will not go along with Josh Stein. I am going to vote to override his veto. These people need to go home." God bless her, I had tears in my eyes. Because I can guarantee 10 years ago, she was fighting for these same invaders. But guess what? They overrode his veto, and sheriffs are going to have to work with it. And tell me this, if cops are so good, why wouldn't they want a criminal off the streets? If there's somebody above me that I work for, and they tell me, "Listen, we're going to you're going to be forced to endanger the public. It's your job. I don't care if we got them in custody. Let them free. If they want to go out and rape, pillage, and murder, let them do it. We ain't going to stop them." You don't want to tell my superior, "Kiss my hairy white ass"? Nope, ain't gonna do it, because I got more balls than you. I got more conviction than you. I've got more honor in my body and soul than you do in your pinky. Over, done, not happening anymore. It's disgusting. Talked to my buddy yesterday. He owns a record service in town. State troopers called him up and said, "Listen, I got a car over here I need you to come get." He shows up on scene. The car is illegal. It's got a paper tag from South Carolina, which is fraudulent. The paperwork for the car's out of Georgia, but it was a fake bill of sale on the car with 3 illegal immigrants in it. None of them can speak a word of English. And the state trooper says, "Well, I'm going to let you guys go, but I'm going to have him haul the car off." And my buddy standing there and is looking like, "What? You're not going to do anything. You're not going to arrest them for fake tag, no insurance, probably a stolen car, no driver's license, none of that. No, the cop did nothing at all. Let them get in the truck with my buddy who's driving the wrecker and haul the car up the road 2 miles so the cop couldn't see it leave. Puts it on record. He said, okay, pay me my wrecker fee. Pays the wrecker fee, dumps the car, and then they jump right back in the freaking car and take off again. Because law enforcement are absolutely useless. They are absolutely as worthless as they are dangerous. But everybody, the American citizen, nope, we ain't gonna say nothing about it. Nope, we don't care about these invaders. Do you think it's odd that all the Western white nations are the only one that's taking these immigrants? Don't you find it strange that only the Western civilized world are taking in millions and millions of immigrants? Is that not strange to you? Why are they not going to Zimbabwe? Why are they not going to Yemen? Why are they going to Sri Lanka? Why aren't they going to Dubai? Why aren't they going to Iran? Oh, that's right, they're coming from there. Why aren't they going to all these other nations on the earth? Because they have to destroy the white population. George Soros said in 1992 that we're going to enrage the blacks. We're going to enrage them because we can control them. We can't control the whites because they think for themselves. We can control the minds of the blacks. And they use emotion to do it. Racist, homophobe, Islamophobe. Bad white person. And we have what we have today. Destruction. And no one seems to care except me. So I'll be the one sitting here telling you the way it is, day in and day out, and you will be the ones who refuse to listen. You will be the ones that refuse to hit the like button. You'll be the ones who refuse to push the share button as I get 50 views with 800 subscribers. God bless.